Then she pump fakes the car like
Happy feet. One more combo. That ain't Falco.
See the line where the sky meets the sea. It calls me, and no one knows how far it goes.
The movie begins with an old lady telling some babies a story. She's like, story. Once upon a time. In the beginning, there was only water. But then this big Ogbanje Tefiti came out and started creating life with her heart. Then one day, this big boy demigod named Maui decided to go and steal her heart. But then she started to crumble. So Maui tried to escape. Sadly for him, he met this ugly lava monster who also wanted the heart. And as he tried to fight, he got robbed. He disappeared, leaving his magical fish hook and Tefiti's heart lost at sea. Quick character intro. Grandma, Moana, our main character. Village chief, also Moana's dad. Moving on. Grandma says one day a hero will sail across the sea, find Maui and make him restore the heart of Tefiti and save them all. When the chief is now distracted, Moana goes on a side quest on the beach and finds a shell. Now she's trying to get it. She sees some birds waiting for this baby turtle to come out so they can eat it. While we're here, let me use this opportunity to say, fuck birds. I don't know why we stopped at chicken and turkey. We should start eating other birds like hawks and eagles, bro. I had pigeon meat the other day. It tasted amazing. So Moana helps the turtle into the water. Now prepare yourself for the Disney part of this movie. The ocean starts opening up, revealing more shells for her. I will not lie, this water is beautiful. But then it does this thing and I swear to God, I will not be standing there. I'd be traumatized for life if I ever saw this. Anyways, the ocean gives her Tefiti's heart, but then her father calls her and she drops the heart. Her dad then tells her that she'll be the next village chief. So they sing about how the village and jollof rice is all they need and how nobody should leave the island. Then she runs to her body of a grandma whose hips do not lie. And as Moana grows up, her grandma is like, follow your destiny, my pikin. Her father then takes her to the top of a mountain and tells her that, you see these stones? The first chief that came here thought it was really cool to stack them on each other. So one day you put your own stone here too. And he's like, your people are not out there, they're down here. And then they start singing again. And I guess this time she's no longer tempted to leave the island. Sometime later, we see her fixing some villagers' roof. Like, bro, just call the guys that constructed it. It's not that hard. These ladies come and are like, the coconuts from the harvest are spoiled though. And somehow these grown-ass adults can't even think for themselves. They need a teenager to tell them what to do. Or why not ask this white-chested moto ass nigga? He's the chief. A fisherman comes and says there's no fish within the reef. And Moana says, you should try fishing beyond the reef. Which pisses my guy off. Like, it's one goddamn rule, you stupid child. Now Moana's angry. He's like, he doesn't understand me. And her mom is like, oh Lodo, he was you, Jare. When your father was young, he was very stupid. So one night, he and his friend took a canoe and went beyond the reef. But then the ocean decided to take his friend to go and meet SpongeBob. So he doesn't want to lose you too. Now I want you to think. With the information her mom just gave her, the best thing to do is to avoid the ocean and stay on land, Abby. She goes beyond the reef after singing a song.
Hey bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Her stupidity catches up to her when the boat crashes and she almost drowns when her leg gets stuck underwater. Which was a completely avoidable situation. Like, bro, are you slow? Her grandma catches her and is like, I won't say anything because, you know, she's chill like that. She says when she dies, she'll get reincarnated into a stingray. Peep the tattoo on her back. She then takes Moana to a secret spot and tells her to bang the drum inside. Then she sees a bunch of boats, including this really big one with the drum. So she bangs it and I guess she's high, hallucinating, or this is some Bluetooth connection that makes her start seeing the backstory from a picture. So it's this really cool story of her ancestors traveling for months looking for islands to chill at until it's time to go look for a new island. Then she realizes that they were voyagers, but her grandma tells her that the reason they stopped was because after Maui took the heart, the ocean became very unsafe and boats started going missing. So they decided not to voyage anymore. But the darkness is slowly killing their island. Don't worry though, because grandma had the heart the whole time because she was there when the ocean chose her. Then it does this thing again and I swear bro, I would leave my grandma there, like no joke. Grandma then tells her that Maui is under his hook. So yeah, she should go and look for him. We cut to the villagers having a meeting about the dying crops. Then Moana runs in sounding stupid and crazy, talking about some boats and Maui and Tefiti's heart. Look at this nigga's face, bro. He's not having it. He goes to burn the boat as she's still talking about a heart and he throws it away. Like, The man does not care. His mom starts dying, so she tells Moana to go find Maui and restore the heart. Then Moana leaves and starts packing, and even her mom comes to help her. Call me crazy, but like this is bad parenting in my opinion. So she picks a boat, and Nepa have taken the light because grandma is dead. But don't worry, she's now a ghost fish. What the fuck is this movie? The next day, she's sailing when she hears some noise that turns out to be my boy Hey Hey the chicken that has zero survival instincts. She makes her way to Maui's island when one night her boat capsizes and she gets hit by a storm. The next morning, she's on an island that's conveniently Maui's island. The two meet through a jump scare. And introduce themselves. He treats her like a fan and somehow knows about Twitter. Cue in song number 3. He basically brags about all his achievements and how he did so many good things for humans. Then he traps her inside a cave and leaves her to die. He takes her boat to go find his hook, but didn't I tell you she's the main character? Of course she escapes. He tries to get rid of her. It doesn't work. He tries to leave, but he's stuck with her now. He says the heart is a death magnet, and technically he's not wrong because now they are being hunted by these coconut creatures who wants the heart. Somehow the chicken swallows it and then gets kidnapped. Moana tells Maui that they have the heart, and instead of getting it, he tries to escape, but she takes the paddle and goes to get it. And oh, Father Jesus, she's harassing them. Look at this! It's twitching! She gets the heart back, takes a harpoon, throws it at the boat, hits it first try, zip lines down, and they escape. Maui is then like, I'm still not going to restore that heart. All I'll do is get my hook and we are done. But Moana starts rubbing his head like, if you restore the heart, the people will love you again, no? Because right now you have a worse public image than KSI. She convinces him and then they go to get his hook. She asks him to teach her how to sail, and when he refuses, he is forced to. She then has a nightmare about her island getting destroyed and her parents dying. When she wakes up, they are at the entrance of the realm of monsters, aka Benin. Maui knocks on the door and jumps in, and with her 4 massive balls, she follows him. He breaks her fall and she almost gets eaten by this thing and some of Rema's friends. And coincidentally, she stumbles into Maui's hook. He uses her as a distraction, which works for this shiny Mr. Krabs who ate his grandmother. He starts singing and glazing himself, and while he's doing that, Maui gets his hook. But unfortunately, he fails to perform like a nigga that busted too quickly on his honeymoon. The crab bullies him and reminds him of how his parents never loved him, so he used the humans to compensate for the empty void in his heart. And through some cartoon shenanigans, Moana distracts the crab before he could eat Maui. She gets his hook and then they escape. Then this abomination happens. But Maui finally acknowledges Moana for being there for him. But now he's all depresso expresso because of his performance. Then they have a little fight over the meaning of his tattoo. Then she guilt trip him into talking about his origin. So basically he was an ugly baby, so his parents threw him away into the ocean, as all parents do. But then the gods found him, gave him his hook and made him a demigod. So he took the heart for the people, but his plan backfired horribly. Then Moana is like, don't even worry about it. These guys are weird. You know what a freak off is? Now he feels better. So montage time. He practices with his hook until he starts getting the hang of it and becomes better. And after some more sail training, they make it to Tefiti. But remember that lava bitch from a few minutes ago? Yeah, she's back and she's just swinging her hand trying to kill the nigga. He retreats and is clearly trying to bitch out of the situation. But Moana is hyped, because adrenaline is pumping. Teka hits them while they're arguing, but Maui blocks it with his hook, which launches them away. Unfortunately though, his hook is broken and obviously he blames Moana for it. They argue about going back. He drops the hearts. Moana starts breaking down. Like, bro, relax, it's not that serious. He ditches her and she leaves. She feels like the ocean chose the wrong person because that's what Maui said. So she returned the heart. Why can't the ocean return the heart itself? It's literally everywhere. There's no time to be sad in this movie. So her grandmother's ghost pulls up and obviously she's not freaked out by this. Anyways, she consoles her and is like, if you want to be a bitch like Maui, you can. I won't judge you. But Moana isn't a bitch, she's a real nigga. But this is a Disney movie, so insert song number, I don't even know anymore. They sing and then her ancestor's ghost from last week show up. And this girl is casually singing to Ghost. Then at the top of her lungs, she says, like and subscribe. Then she jumps into the ocean and gets the heart. And now she's hyped up. She fixes her boat and goes to restore the heart by herself because she doesn't need any man. So as she approaches Tefiti, Teka shows up again. And look at this scene. She knows what she's doing now. She spots an entryway, then she pump fakes Teka like,
Happy feet. One more combo. That ain't Falco. That ain't Falco.
But the bitch is salty, so she chucks a lava ball at her and almost made her lose the heart. But don't worry, my boy Hey saves the day. She makes it through but gets launched into water, and as all hope seems to be lost, the goat comes to the rescue. He helps her, unsinks her boat, and goes to give Teka a bath. He gets slapped into the ocean though. The ocean then helps Moana to get to the island, like he couldn't do that since. Teka starts charging up a lava ball. Then Maui blocks that shit like damn. His hook breaks completely this time though, and as Moana finally reaches, she finds no Tefiti. But then wait, what could it be? Teka is actually Tefiti. Who saw that one coming? Maui is ready to risk it all, but then Moana starts having a main character moment, acting as if she's Moses. And I tell you, she is braver than me. You can't pay me to stand close to this creature like this, bro. She's like, this is not who you are. You're just hungry. Then she returns the hat, and boy, oh boy, it's my girl Tefiti. Damn, she's fine as hell. Yo, imagine the back shots on Tefiti. Jesus Christ. She touches the earth and brings back life. Then she picks them up, and bro, she's fine though. Like genuinely. Tefiti, let me get your number right now. Like, Maui apologizes and then she gives him a new hook. She gives Moana a new boat, and no way, she can get bigger. I need her Instagram right now. The planetary back shots. Oh my god. Yeah, so they hug. He has a tattoo of her now. He leaves. She returns home. The darkness is gone. Everybody is happy. They start voyaging again and they all live happily ever after. Moral of the story, Moana is a mami wata. I swear on her grandmother's grave.